Good afternoon. You're tuning in to the Health and Wellness Hour right here on the People Station with your favorite gerontologist, Dr. Macie Smith. I know we can all agree that it is officially sweater weather, but this cold weather also means that it's cuffing season. Yep, I said it. Cuffing season. If you guys don't know what it is, don't worry at all because we have some experts in the studio today that's going to help us understand this phenomenon a whole lot better. I'm talking about the matchmaking duo, Kelly Fisher and Tana Gilmore. Thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Hey,
Thank you. Thanks for having us. I'm so excited to be here.
I know. Look, so I first became familiar with you ladies when our good friend Roger Brasley was guest appearing on the show that you guys starred in. That's Matchmaking Atlanta on Bravo. We love Roger, honey.
Yes, love Match Atlanta. Yes, we
Love,
love Roy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So, and then I met you personally a couple of months ago at the Porsche show where you all were doing what you do best, hooking people up. But before we get to that, let's talk about this cuffing season because I like to educate, my listeners so they'll know what we're talking about. What is cuffing season and where in the world did that word come from? Tana, Kelly, whomever.
yeah, so cuffing season is a real thing. Let me tell you. So during the summer, especially in the matchmaking space in the matchmaking industry, our clients are affluent, progressive. So they're traveling. They are, all over the world, doing what they do best and just exploring. But the minute that first chill hits, they roll over and
Uh-oh.
that other side of the bed is empty.
Ooh,
And
empty and cold.
it's like, whoa, I'm over here cold. There's nobody to cuddle with. Like, what is going on over here? They weren't thinking about it 2 months ago, though. But the minute that first chill hits, they're over there looking like, whoa, I really want somebody to cuddle with, and I really want someone to hold me and snuggle with that night. And really, because you spend more time in the house during the winter season. So you're
Ooh.
cuffed up. And so you want somebody to cuddle with. And there's nobody there.
Oh,
Nobody.
that's a good point. So a cuff it baby, is that different from a bust it baby, Kelly?
Hey, they're probably around the same thing. They're looking for the same results. But I will say that, even some parts of the country that are, still not cold. We have the holidays. We have places, a lot of times when you want, you want a companion to accompany you places. So that's the time when, you want someone, a companion. In the summer, everybody's traveling. Everybody's, living their best life. But cuffing season comes around September and goes all the way until about, the spring.
Oh, and all that makes sense. In your line of work, do you see dating become a little bit more difficult as we get older? Like I'm in my 40s and my girlfriends are in their 40s. Some are still looking for love. Have you found that it got easier or it got harder?
Yeah, I think for a lot, as a lot of people, as we get older and more seasoned, I think that we forget that you have to be intentional. So I don't know that it's harder, but when you're younger, you're out and about, you're trying to meet people, you're trying to have conversations, you're trying to mingle. The minute you have a free moment, you're like, okay, where are we going? What are we going to do? What time am going to get ready? But as you get older, you have more responsibilities. And I think the basics, starting from the basics, is you have to be intentional about wanting to be in a relationship, about wanting to look available, about
Mm.
wanting to have a great conversation with someone and make it a great experience. So you have to be intentional about wanting to even date. And I think we lose that along the way.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that sometimes, it is a little harder. Let's just keep it real. Let's just be honest. Because guess what? When you get to your 40s and 50s, people they're already married. They're already coupled,
Mm.
already in a relationship, and some are working on round two. So
Yeah,
we're all
or
recyclable.
three.
We're all
Yeah. Or
recyclable.
four. Right.
We're all recyclable. We're all recyclable. So they're working on just their second marriage or whatever. But here's the thing: the pool is a little bit smaller. So
Mm.
like Kelly's right, you have to be intentional about it because when we get a free moment after running a business, after running a company, we get a free moment. We want to take a nap. We want to get out of
Oh,
that
baby.
and catch up on our shows and have a little
That's
cocktail.
right.
We're trying
That's
to take
right.
a nap and chill. We don't want to be bothered, but you don't have that option when you're single when you want to meet somebody because he's not going to show up at the door.
Oh my God, some great tips. Now we're going to take a break, but when we come back, Kelly and Tana, I want to talk a little bit more about that intentionality and that availability. What does that look like as we get older? Because people got a bad habit of saying you can't wear that, you can't dress like that, you shouldn't be doing that. We're going to talk about that when we come back after the break. It's the People Station. Welcome back. You're tuning in to the Health and Wellness Hour. We're here chatting with the matchmaking duo, Tana and Kelly. Before we went to break, Kelly, you mentioned availability, and Tana, you mentioned intentionality I gotta stop saying as we begin to date as we get older, because my husband gonna have a fit. I am married. I'm talking about my girlfriends.
Right.
I'm a licensed social worker, so I'm trying to help everybody. So what does that mean, Kelly, to be available or to appear available? Help me understand that. Is
Well,
that exposure or anything like that?
Well, when you think about it, a lot of times we're so focused on the day. Like, how many things can I get done in one day? I got to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the bank. How many things can I pack into 1 hour? But really slowing down your pace, being, I think, really getting out. So it's so good to be effective. But when you think about it, door dashing food as opposed to going to the bar, to your favorite restaurant, sitting there and ordering it, making yourself plant yourself in the seat at the bar and wait until the food comes and see who's there and strike up a conversation. So it's just really about changing up your schedule, being more available and being ready for a conversation. So I think those are the big takeaways, because you can stay inside and you can run your schedule, but who are you seeing along the way and who are you missing along the way? And are you available to even have a conversation? Do you have 15 minutes to spare? Are you looking too busy?
Oh, I love that.
Too, because we run out sometimes. If you think about it, we're cleaning our houses or doing some things around the house on a Saturday, and we may have on some sweats and a sweatshirt, and we just run out. You never know who you're going to meet at the store picking up
Baby,
Clorox cleanup. You don't know. It's so are you prepared for a conversation? Or do you look cute enough to stand in some man's face and have a conversation? Does your breath smell?
Ooh, do you have something in your nose? You are so right.
All of that.
He says,
gloss.
and he says, you know what? Let's meet across the street for a quick cocktail or a cup of coffee and continue this conversation. Are you prepared to do that? When you walk out of that door, ask yourself, would I date me today? Would you? Do I look cute enough to be presentable to talk to in the event that you meet somebody at the dry cleaners or at the store? Because we run out looking like anything. Sometimes.
Child, I know you guys made some great points, and I am so thankful. Thank you, Jesus, that I am married, because when I tell you, I saw on social media that people dress a certain way to go to Target and they dress a certain way to go to Walmart. Baby, I dress the same way.
Me too.
And because I'm in the media, oh my God, thank God for masks, because I'll put my mask on. I'll see people, but they won't know it's me, because I'm telling you, I look tore up. And you are so spot on. You never know who you're going to meet. I told my girlfriend one time, I said, girl, go to the bar and order your food. I was just talking. I didn't know it was like a method to that. But that's an excellent point, how we use technology, and that's really impeding our ability to get out there and meet. Now, what are y'all's thoughts on, how the Bible says, don't go out looking for your man? I guess that's who is that? Boaz supposed to come and find you.
Yes.
How do you guys how do you guide your clients on that?
Yeah, it's just because Ruth went out. She went out. She was there to be seen, right?
Okay.
She wasn't, sitting at the, in a huddle. She was there to be seen. She left walking to be seen. So if you're not seen, how can he find you?
Ooh, that's an excellent point.
What
do you think, Kelly?
And I think too, I don't know why we don't give any more context around that besides sit there and wait for a man to come see. Come on, we got to give more than that. And I think also one of the things that we're taught, even in that instance is, he has to find you, and then you're just sitting there trying to see if he's, has everything, if he checks all the boxes. But you know what? You have to make the experience when you're dating him amazing too. It's two people in this, in this equation. So do you have any dating skills? Is it going to be memorable when he does find you? Is he going to say, ooh, I'm going to forgo everybody else in this whole world and I'm going to marry Kelly based on this experience? So you have to be ready when you are found. And I think there are a lot of dating tips. That's why we're dating coaches, because there's so many things that you need to learn to be prepared, that when he does find you or you do find him, that, you're making it a memorable experience. And he's like, you know what? I don't care if Beyonce shows up. This is my wife and I'm rolling with it.
Oh, I love that.
Because you have to make him want to miss you when you're not around.
Ooh, I love that.
If he's on a trip, If he with the fellas for 5 days, day 3, he should be looking up standby flights to get home. Like, I
Oh my gosh.
miss
You
her.
said
I
it.
can't wait to get home. What is he
Yeah.
missing?
Oh,
What is he missing?
oh, I love that. And y'all are talking about, really structuring and strategizing. And you mentioned dating skills. I never really thought about dating skills, but these are the things that we need in order to build a healthy relationship. When we come back, we want to learn more about your business, the Matchmaking Duo, and what it is that you do, why it's different from online dating, and how we can get in contact with you. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And thank you for sticking out with us for the Health and Wellness Hour right here on the People Station. We are still chatting with the Matchmaking Duo, Tana Gilmore and Kelly Fisher. Ladies, you have dropped so many gems on us today in terms of how to, I guess, find your Boaz, but in a strategic, structured, healthy way. Tell us about the Matchmaking Duo. What is it that you guys do, and how is it different from online dating? We'll start with you, Tana.
Sure. So we are a boutique matchmaking agency where our primary clientele are successful, progressive, affluent singles that desire long-term love and marriage, and that's just our primary clientele. And we base I guess our message around long-term love and marriage, and really giving our clients more of what they need versus what they want. We try to mirror quality of life. How you envision your life. We do a whole love blueprint to see, we kind of match what it is that and how you envision your life, and find you a partner that's going to mirror.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
and we're certified life and relationship coaches. And so I think our secret sauce is that we do incorporate coaching as mandatory for it.
Oh,
So as Tana mentioned, we are looking to help people who are looking for long-term love and eventually marriage. So we're not really serial daters, but, we want to coach you and make sure that you have the skills to, be able to have that relationship go from dating to exclusivity to marriage and a long-term, happy, healthy relationship.
I
We're
love that. And I think that people underestimate the value of all of that you just said. It is a process. Sometimes people skip the process, huh, Tana?
Sometimes.
So how do people get in contact with you? How do they start, your services? Is it locally? Is it nationally?
Yeah, so we've been national for over 10 years. So you would go to our website, thematchmakingduo.com. You can follow us on all social media at The Matchmaking Duo. And on our website, there's a tab that says Become a Client. So you would certainly put your information there. Our team will reach out to you. We'll do an initial consultation and kind of find out. We try to find out, everyone's story, their challenges, all of those things. And we kind of customize a program for each and every client that we have. So it's really tailored to each client. So all across the country.
Yeah, and we try to decide if we're a good fit to work together, because we don't take everyone.
Well, I learned that from watching Matchmaking Atlanta, because some people got
Love
turned down.
Atlanta, yes.
You are unmatchable at this time. So
This
now,
time, maybe later.
maybe later. Now, do you all think that everybody is supposed to be married?
I personally don't. I think that it's a choice. I think that you can decide whether you want a long-term partner, but be clear about what that is. Does that mean that, we're in this relationship together, we're monogamous, but we're just living our lives individually, because you still want that individuality. So some clients do desire that. And the more progressive our clients are, we're learning that many of them do. They're like, I'm cool with just a monogamous long-term relationship. I'm cool with him still having his place and me still having mine, but I really want the monogamy. I want the commitment of a partner, but I don't necessarily need marriage. But majority of them do. They want marriage.
Got you.
And I feel like everybody should have the ability to have available choices, whether you get married or not. So I think you should hear every day, every week. It's like, oh, there are no professional singles, or no great singles in DC. There are no great singles in Iowa. There's no great singles in Atlanta. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. But I think with the skills, what we found, with our business over the last 10 years, we just celebrated our 10th year in business, is that there are available singles. And it doesn't matter if you have the skills to, have that connection, you should be able to have the choice to get married. And I think that's a lot of times what's missing.
I love that. It's all about choice. Well, thank you, ladies, for being
Thank
here with
you.
us today and just really educating us on what dating looks like or what it should look like or how to make ourselves available. We got to talk about this more because when we talk about health and wellness, having a healthy relationship is very important. So thank you, ladies, for taking your time to be with us today. And thank you all for tuning in and listening to the Health and Wellness Hour with your favorite gerontologist, Dr. Macie Smith. For more information about the People Station, WOCS937 at gmail.com. That's WOCS937 at gmail.com. It's the People Station.